Module 8 talks about genetically modified organisms, nanotechnology, and the gene therapy. This lesson will present the existence of genetic engineering, specifically the GMOs in the different areas of life, impact of humankind, and the controversies that surrounds them. First, let's talk about the genetically modified organisms or the GMOs. Genetically modified organisms is the term used for an organism that is created through genetic engineering. In 2014, the World Health Organization defined the GMOs as an organism, either plant, animals, and microorganisms in which the genetic material or the DNA has been altered in a way that that does not occur naturally by mating or by natural recombination. This diagram shows how the bacterial gene is introduced to genetic engineering to plant cells and tissues to develop and breed a genetically modified plant. First is the pest resistance. From the word itself, pest, so the plants or the genetically modified plants are built to resist a certain pest. That's what it is. Second is the virus resistance. From the word itself, virus, it means that it can resist some certain viruses. Third is herbicide. Genetically modified plants can tolerate herbicides. Fourth is the fortification. So the genetically modified plants fortified with some certain minerals. Fifth is the cosmetic preservation. So cosmetic preservation can resist the natural discoloration of the plant. Lastly is the increased growth rate. So it has a higher yield of growth than the normal species. Secondly, let's talk about the GMOs in non-food crops and microorganisms. It includes the following: the flour production, paper production, pharmaceutical production, bioremediation, and enzyme and drug production, and the GMOs in the medical field. So the GMO has also its benefits. It includes the higher efficiency in farming with the use of the pesticide. It also increase the harvest and control the fertility. So the GMOs also offers longer shelf life. It enhances also the color and the taste, and etc. If the GMO has its benefit, it also has its potential risk in both the environment and the human health. Now, let's talk about the nanotechnology. So, nanotechnology refers to science, engineering, technology conducted to nanoscale, in which is 1 to 100 nanometer. It employs the study and application of the exceptionally small things. In short, the researchers develop new technological tools that greatly improved our different aspects of our lives. Nanoscale is very small that the scientists used the different kinds of the microscope. The electron microscope, the atomic force microscope, and the scanning tunneling microscope. Next, let's talk about the gene therapy. So the medical science has detected many diseases related to defective genes. This type of disease is not curable by traditional methods. There are two types of gene therapy. First is the somatic gene therapy and the germline gene therapy. Somatic gene therapy is very helpful to the patients because it manipulated your gene, and then it is not inherited by the next generation. Germline gene therapy involves the genetic modification of germ cell that will pass the change onto the next generation.